What's going on, guys? Welcome back to LOI Fan TV. Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully it's all good. But we are here for the Dublin Derby and the Louth Derby. Huge relegation, 6-pointed tonight as well. Sligo and St. Pat's, of course, have huge games as well. So a massive night of LOI action tonight. And keep up to date with all of it here on LOI Fan TV. How are you all doing, guys? Let me know in the comments. Get your predictions in for the game as well. Really excited for this one now. Let me know if can you all hear me all grand yet? I can hear you. How are you? Yeah, lovely stuff. How are things? How are y'all keeping? Massive night tonight. Huge game. Come on, Bows. Adam says. Ben says green and white. Huge football match. As you can see on screen, Bohemians and Rovers is the game I'm watching myself, but we will be keeping a very close eye around the grounds. Derry City, of course, play host to Sligo Rovers tonight. Drogheda United and Dundalk play in the Louth Derby, which is a massive game there as well. Longford and Waterford, arguably the biggest game of the night, Longford-Waterford, in fairness. And you can make a case for that, I'd say. It's a massive game then, the bottom 9th against 10th, only I think a point between them, and then St. Pat's, Finn Harps as well. So a cracking night in store tonight. Really looking forward to it. Make sure to get your predictions in, guys, and do drop a like on the stream as well and subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate it. I am very unbiased football fan, but I think it will sadly be a 2-1 win for the Scum Club, I presume. Yeah, you're a Bows fan, Matthew. Yeah, so you're thinking 2-1 to Rovers. That'd be a fantastic win at Dalymount if they could get that. Same result as same final score as it was in Tala. You're going for Bows for Shamrock Rovers 3. Jesus, I'll be loving that. I'm very hoping for a few goals tonight. I think it could be a tight enough game, but yeah, that'd be something else. That'd be something else now. But yeah, excited for the games tonight. I'll have a quick look at the teams. So for the home side, first we'll go with Bohemians. They have gone, I'll get the other stuff off the screen now. So they've gone with James Talbot in goal, as you'd expect. It's kind of the team you predict. Maybe an Andy Lyons might be unfortunate to miss out, but Rory Feely's been fantastic in all fairness. Tyreek Wilson, of course, has really nailed down that left-back position for himself. Kieran Kelly, Rob Cornwall in centre-back. Getting Cornwall back in the mix is good for them. Even though Kelly and Feely have been doing okay, kind of makeshift in that centre-half role. In midfield then, and the front four is what you'd expect. They're in unbelievable form at the moment. Dawson Devoy and Keith Buckley in the double pivot in midfield, just in front of them. Then in the number 10 role, Ross Tierney, did a video on him. Yesterday it came out, so maybe after this stream, make sure to go have a look at that. Liam Burt is playing on the left-hand side, cutting in very dangerous pace, especially if Bows are maybe on the back foot. His pace will be crucial. Ali Coote, fantastic footballer on that right-hand side. And then Georgie Kelly, in form. Georgie Kelly, 4 goals on Friday evening. Something else. 4 goals from Georgie Kelly. That makes him the top goal scorer in the league with 10 goals this season. So yeah, 4 goals against Drogheda. Really good. But he'll be looking to add to his tally even more so tonight. For Shamrock Rovers, no real surprises. Zamashare on the bench. Yeah, I believe he is on the bench. Yeah, 100%. So he's a good option. Definitely a good option for Keith Long to potentially look at. As for Shamrock Rovers, their lineup is as follows: Alan Manis in goal, a back three of Lee Grace, Pico Lopez, Sean Hoare, Sean Gannon right wing back, Liam Scales left wing back, and then Gary O'Neill, Chris McCann in that midfield pairing, really strong. And then up front they have Danny Mandrew off to the left, returning to Dalymount Park for the very first time. Only 100 Bows fans in the crowd, but I presume every touch will still be booed, especially after the penalty that Rovers won at Tallaght Stadium. A little bit of a dodgy call, possibly. On the right then, we've Graham Burke, and leading the line, we have Rory Gaffney tonight. So a very strong side from Shamrock Rovers. I'm just thinking now, still a few days away from when Richie Tell is able to play for them, and he'll go straight into the side. I believe he's training with them stuff now as well, so he'll go straight into that team. Where does Richie Tell fit in there? Probably in this midfield 2 area, but yeah, Gary O'Neill and McCann are both quality. He's just another great option, like, obviously, but is he a guaranteed starter? I don't know. I think we will be doing a stream after the game around 10 o'clock as well, guys, just so you know. Just I have a couple of fans on, I think, as far as I know, that's going to happen. So make sure to stay tuned here for the evening. Could you imagine if it was a full house? He would not get past North. It would be, that's what you missed, though, isn't it? Like that's what you want. Hopefully, with the next fixture this season, we'll have some sort of a full attendance. That'd be fantastic. How are things, Craig? Hope you're well. Confident tonight, Craig? Massive game. I was talking to come on, Rovers, you mean? Massive game tonight, of course. I was talking to a Rovers mate of mine early on, Rovers fan, and he isn't very confident coming into tonight's game, which is interesting. Bows, of course, be full of confidence after the win on Friday night. But I'm buzzing for this one, guys. Buzzing for it. Please do drop a like on the stream if you haven't done so. It is much appreciated, and please do subscribe as well. If you are new around here, it's much appreciated with all these kind of watch-alongs and other content coming. So yeah, make sure to get involved and get amongst it. But we are 4 minutes away from kickoff here. So I'm really looking forward to this game. We will be keeping an eye on the other games. If you're just joining us now, we're going to be keeping an eye on Derry City, Sligo, Drogheda, Dundalk, Longford, Waterford, and St. Pat's and Finn Harps. But the game I will be watching is the Dublin Derby, of course, at Dalymount Park this evening. Will be the main feature of tonight's stream. But if you're a fan of one of the other sides, make sure to stick around because we will be discussing them and keeping up to date with all of their results. I can do if people want me to. I'm not sure if people maybe don't, but I can have updates to the goals from the Euros as well. I have all the League of Ireland updates scores there. I can do the Euro games as well if you'd like, just to have the updates there. Maybe you don't want it, but I might just throw them in at 8 o'clock. What would be your combined Bows and Rovers? That's a great question. Couple of minutes to kill before kickoff. It's a great question, isn't it? In midfield, I'm gonna go bold. No, Alan Manus, I'd probably go for just for that bit of experience over Talbot. I think Talbot could potentially in the future get better than Manus, but I think right now I'd go Alan Manus. I'll go with a back four. I'll go right back, probably Sean Gannon. Let's have a look. Sean Gannon, yeah. Left back, you'd be looking at Tyreek Wilson, definitely for me. Centre back, I'd go Lopez. Who else is there? I'll probably go Lopez and Hoare, maybe. Lopez and Hoare, possibly, maybe Grace as well. I'll probably go two of the Rovers defenders, to be honest. Dan Casey would have had a great case last season. I think he was probably Boas' best centre back last season. He would have had a definite case, an argument in that. In terms of maybe a midfield, what are we going with? 4-3-3 maybe. It's tough. I'd have to go Chris McCann. Oh, it's tough. That's a tough one, isn't it? Yeah, tough. Chris McCann probably holding. Maybe Dawson Devoy and Mandrew maybe in a midfield three, possibly. I know Mandrew is playing further forward for Rovers, but I think I'd go with Mandrew in the midfield three. And then the front three, I'd go Burke on the right, Liam Burt on the left, and in current form, you have to say Georgie Kelly, wouldn't you? In current form, in fairness, he's flying at the moment. Maybe Georgie Kelly might get the nod up front in that team. So Richie Taylor probably gets in as well if you're counting it from July. But that's a good question. And it's definitely a good mix, actually. Decent mix of the two. Shamrock Rovers are on the pitch at the moment. Good to see some of the fans back. Socko, our very own Socko, is in at the game tonight. He's there with extra time. He's gonna be doing an article. He might be popping into the stream at halftime. But yeah, just before the game kicks off, guys, please do drop a like on the stream and please do subscribe. If you would like as well to make a small donation to the channel, you can do so through a super chat. It's just basically, as I said, it's a small donation to the channel just to support us, and you can add a question or leave a comment with your super chat. And yeah, but the main thing is just please drop a like and do subscribe if you're new. That's all it is. We're just about to kick off here, I believe. Close enough anyway. On LOI TV. Nice original streaming service name. We're nearly good to go. Bohemians versus Shamrock Rovers at Dalymount Park. I'm going to be updating you on all of the other games around the grounds as we go. How are things? Hope you're well. Any predictions for the game? Looking forward to this now. You do get your predictions in, guys, for this game. I don't know myself, to be honest. Probably the safe money's on probably a draw, like a 1-1 or something. 2-1 Rovers. Yeah, fair. Same result as it was in Tala previously. Yeah, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. The game has started at Richmond Park. St. Pat's playing Finn Harps there. You'd think Pats should pick up the 3 points. And Drogheda to beat Dundalk 1-0. You can get them. You can get it game by game if you like. I think it's a fiver. If you want to do game by game, if you want to just tune in for the one-off occasions and stuff. But yeah, it's fair enough. It's a bit of an annoying one that you can't get them together or something. 2-1 Rovers. That seems to be a popular prediction. And seems like I'll be a fool to go against it. I'll back that as well. My betting tip for tonight would be for each of the games. I'd probably go. Both teams to score in this one, I think, is a bang on, isn't it? It's bang on for this one. I think both teams will score. I think so. Do you think? I think both teams will score. Then Longford, Waterford, you'd say under 2.5 goals. Drogheda against Dundalk, double chance on the Drogheda. I'd say, looking at the odds here, 1-1. Derry against Sligo. That's a tricky one. Maybe both teams to score there as well. And St. Pat's I'd get on the -1 handicap market. If you're looking for a little punt tonight, that's where I'd be looking. Yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose. That's fair. Makes sense. Our two teams are playing for it. I'm not confident at all. Oh, stop, I know. We're flying, in fairness. We're flying at the top. So, looks like we should be comfortable enough, I'd imagine. We'll be comfortable, hopefully. But you never know. You just don't know. I think we're about to kick off here at Dalymount Park. A few minutes delayed, to be honest, but maybe the stream is good so far for me. Yeah, same. Looking good. It's just the game is a few minutes delayed, it seems. It just started on live score. I'm going to turn off the notification I'm getting from live score because I might get a goal spoiled on me. 2-0 Shells. That's a fair prediction. Yeah, fair prediction. Bows 1, Rovers 2, Pats 4, Harps 1, Drogheda 2, Dundalk 1, Derry 0, Sligo 2, Longford 0, Waterford 0. Not bad shouts there at all. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see something along those lines come off tonight. But yeah, we're off here at Dalymount Park. Early touch for Mandrew. I'm kind of tempted to turn the sound on just to see if there was any boos there, to be honest. But yeah, excited for this. Excited to get your predictions in, guys. 8 people watching. Thank you so much. Please do drop a like on the stream. Buzzing for this now. Shamrock Rovers throw in. The back 5 from Rovers is so tough to get through, isn't it? But I don't know if that's going to suit this game. With just 3 centre halves marking the 1 central striker. He seems to be very set in his ways, Stephen Bradley, with that back 3 that doesn't need, or back 5, if you want to call it that. He doesn't seem to ever change it, really. I was thinking this season maybe he might look to change it with bringing in Sean Hoare and Sean Gannon. It really strengthens your defence. Is there a need to play 5 at the back for Rovers now? I don't know. It's hard to know, isn't it? I don't know. But he seems to be set in his ways with it. So I'd like to see them go to that, maybe a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. Just be a bit more experimental with it, just to... I suppose if it's still working, don't change it, I suppose, and that's who am I to tell Stephen Bradley what to do, I suppose. But at the same time, I'd like to see him be a bit more bold. Ball forward from Bowes here. Liam Scales, cracking player as well, left wing back, and I wouldn't have Liam Scales down as a natural left wing back before this season, really, but he's done really well there, in fairness, and Even Sean Gannon as well. He's more of a right back than a right wing back. Never really played there before, but he seems to be doing all right and adjusting to it. But yeah, Andy Lyon's not on the side tonight. It's an interesting call. I think Rory Feely's has been so solid for him since he's come in. Rory Feely's one of those signings that kind of goes under the radar, but he's just such a good sign. It's so solid. Tyreek Wilson with a chance to deliver an early cross. Georgie Kelly, chance. Free out. Frell. Free out for Shamrock Rovers. Early chance for Tyreek Wilson to get a ball in the box, and you can't really allow that because he has a really nice left foot on him. Really nice delivery. So you can't allow him to have too much space. Sean Gannon have a big job in his hands there, especially free kicks as well. Actually, need to be wary of conceding free kicks, Shamrock Rovers, because if Tyreek Wilson gets on a set piece, he's deadly. Seems like all the other games around the grounds have kicked off anyway, so I'll be updating you as we go with them. I can throw up the Euros results as well on the screen, just at the bottom there. I can chuck them in, just so you can keep up to date with them as well. So I might keep an eye on them myself. Was it Group C, isn't it? I think Belgium and Finland and the likes playing tonight. 8 o'clock kickoff. Ali Cute working, doing some nice stuff on the right hand side. Falls to Roy Feely. Cross is blocked. Drops to Devoy. Devoy's a lovely little player, isn't he? Smashing footballer. That midfield three, Buckley, Devoy, and Tierney. Quality. Really, really nice. So two really young players as well, which is class to see, like, coming through. Deep ball into the box. Georgie Kelly goes up. Man has fumbled, but claims it. Are all the games from now on at the same for every game week? I don't know what that means, to be honest. The games that are on right now are on at the same time for every game week. I don't think so. I'm not sure though. Bo's looking to build from the back. Rory Feely. It's interesting to see how Rovers will approach this. Will they kind of look to hit them on the counter-attack, Bows? Will Rovers sit off them a little bit and allow Bows to kind of dominate possession? Nice play from Bows here as it falls to Cute, but Scales can clear. Is Aaron Green on the bench tonight? It seems like Rory Gaffney's really nailed down that starting place, isn't it? Up front. Quite enough first five anyway. Not much. Not much happened just yet. Liam Scales picks up the ball, looking to come drive forward with it. Taking on Rory Feely, wins a corner. Does well. Does very well. Mandrew going over to take it. Interesting to see if you can get a decent ball into the box. It's a good opportunity for Shamrock Rovers here to take an early lead with Mandrew. That's a nice delivery on him. Obviously called into the Ireland squad recently as well, which was obviously be a huge boost to his confidence. I know he didn't get any minutes, but be a huge boost to your confidence and would show you that Stephen Kenny's looking at you, like. And if I'm not sure how the training camp went for him, but if he impressed, it's exciting for him. And he just needs to keep going and get the head down and keep working hard to try and stay in his plans moving forward. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're still mixing it up a little bit, mixing up bits and pieces. Yeah, get 5 o'clock kickoffs and stuff the odd time. Alamanis, unorthodox kick. Yeah, first 6 minutes, not an awful lot to report on just yet. Mandrew is a shit tossing the boy. To be fair, haven't Dawson Devoy coming through, having Ross Tierney coming through really does soften the blow, doesn't it? Softens the blow of not having Mandrew there, because the two of them are class, like 2 under 21 internationals, savage midfielders, like different as well, different in their approach. Like it's great that you can fit them both into the same team. I know ideally probably both want to play in that number 10 position, Devoy and Tierney, but I think Devoy, it'd be that kind of deep line playmaker role really does suit him a lot. Dawson Devoy does suit him, and Ross Tierney then in that 10, he makes runs into the box. Like you see a lot of his goals where they're kind of like headers or late runs to the box, and he's really good at finding space. He really does time his runs superbly. Big fan of Ross Tierney. He's a goal scorer, and that's what I was looking at his goal contributions this season. I'm not sure. I think he got a few assists on Friday, didn't he? I think he might have got a couple of assists on Friday, but before that he had like 4 goals and 7 or 8 assists in like 14 games or something. Like really good, like nearly goal contribution a game. Like it's close to that. Like really impressive stuff. Oh, it's a big chance. Rory Gaffney. Oh, huge opportunity for Shamrock Rovers. Poor defending from Bowes in Cornwall. Fell. And the ball just found its way to Rory Gaffney. He needs to be hitting the target there, doing better. Poor strike. Wow, that's a big let off for Bowes. Huge opportunity for Shamrock Rovers early in this game. 8 minutes in. Rory Gaffney blasting wide. Tierney's tops. Such a good player. By the way, I don't condone the abuse Mandrew has received. Yeah, it's probably not a good decision to move to Rovers, but don't abuse him for it. It's always going to be the way, though, isn't it? It's always going to be the way. Just in the manner that he left and stuff, and it wasn't like a nice departure. Like it was kind of, there was bad blood between him and the management staff, you feel. He obviously had problems off the field last season and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on off the pitch, and I think he needed a fresh start. But there's always going to be I think both fans knew he was leaving, but there was always going to be like a lot of abuse going his way when you move to your city rivals. It's a chance. Shamrock Rovers to the bar. Gaffney tries to put it across the 6-yard box. I think it would have been an own goal if it went in. That's 2 decent opportunities for Shamrock Rovers now. Went up off the crossbar. Big chance for Rovers again. But just on that Mandrew thing, yeah. When you move, it's just the way it is in football, isn't it? Any football club in the world, nearly, if you're moving to the city rivals, you're gonna get stick. Like it's just the way it is. He would have been expecting it. He doesn't seem to faze him too much, which is good. It shows he has a strong personality and stuff, I suppose. Any of the lads join tonight? I'm not 100% sure just yet. Griff may be joining at some stage, and Socko is actually at the game. He said he might try and pop in at half time. Jamie Git is in at the match tonight. Love to be there myself, but he said he might pop in live from Dalymount. It's annoying when he joins during the game, because he'd literally be telling you what's happening and you're literally a minute behind them. Like, so it's, that can be annoying at times, but it's grand. Like, but I think it'd be half time. He'll be joining. I wholeheartedly condone the views. Snake that's for the money. Gas. So funny. Still scoreless around the grounds, I think, as well. 26 people watching, guys. Really do appreciate everyone who is tuning in. Please do, if you can, drop a like on the stream. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It really does mean a lot to us. We're trying to hit 2,660 before the end of the stream. That would be fantastic if we can get near to that. So yeah, I really do appreciate all your support. And if you would like, you can also drop a super chat. It's just a small donation to the channel to show us some support. And so you can leave a comment or a question with it as well. All your support, as ever, greatly appreciated. But yeah, decent start from Shamrock Rovers. Stephen Bradley be happy enough with that, you feel. 2 decent opportunities. Rory Gaffney probably needed to do better with the first chance he got, but the second one, he worked it well, and it ricocheted up off the crossbar. Mandrew finds Burke out to Scales. He's found his way to Graham Burke again. Corner for Shamrock Rovers, and they're kind of putting the pressure on here. Rovers definitely on top. Shamrock Rovers definitely on top here. First 10, 15. Mandrew with another chance to deliver. Ooh. Goes all the way through, nothing. You up the hoops. Good start from them anyway. They've had a good start. Free kick. It looks like a yellow card. First one of the game for, I believe it's League Race, picking up a booking early on in this one. Didn't actually see the challenge. I was just trying to do something here. Buckley trying to take a quick free kick. Pull back. First time tuning in live. How are things? Well, all good, all good. Yeah, buzzing for this one. Great game in store tonight now. 0-0 after 30 minutes. Rovers probably just on top. Had a chance or two, but yeah, hopefully be a cracking game. Plenty of goals. Thoughts on Vinny going back to Dundalk? Oh, this is a tricky one, isn't it? It's tough. Like it's an interesting one because literally a year ago, sacked by the same owner. So it's a shit show up there, isn't it? It's a real shit show. And yeah, I don't know. It's I like Vinny. Like I do really like him. I don't think it's the right decision for him personally. But then again, would he get a better job? It's hard to know. Like he has a genuinely cares for the club and genuinely wants the best for the club, and I think that's probably the best thing for them right now. And he probably will get the best out of those players. Like, listen, it's not that long ago he won the title with a similar-ish squad. But it just shows you they brought in so many imports from different. Like they clearly had a certain policy for their transfer recruitment, and then sacked the manager. Chance for Gaffney here. Rory Gaffney. Big save from Talbot. Huge opportunity for Rory Gaffney. Massive save from James Talbot. Great save as well. Rory Gaffney did everything he'd probably ask them to do. Went across the keeper. And maybe not enough power on it, but good save from James Talbot. Big chance for Rovers though. Both need to sort themselves out here. Big time. Big let off for Bowes there. Big let off. But yeah, for Vinny, because you remember when Vinny was in charge, he was kind of looking more towards domestic talent. He brought in Darragh Leahy, he brought in Dan Kelly, I believe, players like that. A lot of players from the domestic league, whereas the recruitment policy was clearly look outside of the League of Ireland for players, and then Vinny has to work with these players. So has to work with these players now, of course. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much sense in what they were doing. But sure, look, the whole club was a mess. And coming out, I think they came out and said that one of the reasons he got the job was because he didn't have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Oh, it's a shambles. Absolute shambles. What a vote of confidence. The only reason you got the job because you didn't have to quarantine. Absolute shambles of a place. What was it? 15 minutes before Vinny was announced, they were saying Dave Rogers was set to be announced. Like, it's shambles. Need to get their act together big time. Gives your Watch LOI account there. Listen, Watch LOI is non-existent anymore, so I'll happily give you my account. Who's in centre mid for Rovers? Chris McCann and Gary O'Neill are playing centre mid with a front three of Burke, Mandrew and Gaffney. Bows need to get a foot on the ball here. They're not started as well as they would have liked. Georgie Kelly losing the ball there. Waterford have taken the lead at Longford Town. Massive goal. That's a massive goal, that. Big blow for Longford. Let's see if we get a goal score. Jesus, that's huge. Longford. Oh, it's a chance for Shamrock Rovers. Mandrew finds Rory Gaffney. Across the face of goal. Just Rovers really knocking on the door here. Much the better side so far. Much the better side Shamrock Rovers have been. Couple of big chances now in the first 18 minutes. They've been much on top. Rose need to get the act together a little bit here now, to be honest. Where can you watch the game? You can watch it on LOI TV. If you go to Bose or Shamrock Rovers' Twitter, you'll get a link for it. I think they're probably both pinned tweets. You can get a link, and then you can purchase the game there. It's only a $5 if you want to get this particular game, or I think it's $75 for the full package for the rest of the season, which is pretty good as well. Works out quite cheap if you're gonna watch it for the foreseeable. But if you want to just test it out and watch the game tonight, it's just a $5. May as well. Go on the Bows, yeah. First time seeing you around. How are things? Listen, pretty poor start from Bows in this game, being honest. But Rovers been much on top for his 20 minutes or so. Seeing a lot of comments like this so far. Did you think it was a penalty in that one? Mandrew going down in the box in the last game at Tallaght Stadium. Interesting one. That'll get a few comments. Tyreek Wilson failed by Danny Mandrew. Both fans giving him a bit of stick. Oh, he just ran out of play. It's just giving a throw in. Good to see a few of the fans back, isn't it? Great to see. Can't wait till that's a full terrace again. Mandrew with a flick around the corner. I think it's Gary O'Neill picking the ball up, battling away. Longford Town have equalised straight away. Jesus. 1-1 at Bishopsgate. That's a massive goal. They needed that. Aaron McAnally. John Martin had opened the scoring previously. That's a huge goal for Longford. They can't lose that. They just can't afford to. And either side can really afford to lose that one. It's such a battle for the playoff spot, the relegation playoff spot, that one. You don't see either of them really catching. I think it's Dundalk and 8th, isn't it? Yeah, you can't see them. The way Dundalk are going, you never know, but you can't really see either of them catching 8th place. So it's a real battle for that playoff spot. Throw in for Shamrock Rovers. Sean Gannon to take. Throws it in towards Mandrew. Failed. Free kick, Shamrock Rovers. Who do you support? There's loads of different support on this channel. This channel is there's a good few of us on it, so we all support different teams really. But the team I would have supported growing up and stuff is Shells. So they'd be my number one team now. But we're quite neutral on the channel. Stay neutral on the channel. Danny Mandrew to deliver. 20 minutes gone here. Danny Mandrew to deliver ball into the box. Flicked on. Well over. I'll try to put a bit of the time up on this. Here we go. Try update that every 5 minutes or so. 5-0. How are things, John? Hope you're well, John. You tune into the game tonight, are you? Hope you're keeping well. 5-0, 5-0. Could you imagine? Wouldn't mind seeing that now, just a bit of crack. 5-0 there on Friday night. 2 5-0s in a row. Be a tall order. I think it's the exact same 11 as Friday as well, so there might be a few tired legs in this Bows side tonight now. Tough game for them. Wouldn't be surprised to see you make a few changes. Yeah, can't complain. Sure, who would listen? No, all good. Just looking forward to the game then tonight. Net a few games. It's a good start from Rovers tonight. Tuning in now in a minute. Fair play. Good great game in store. Hopefully 20 minutes in, and it's been decent enough so far. Hopefully just to get a few goals in. Ali Coote now on the right hand side, coming inside for Bowes. He finds Devoy. Tyreek Wilson on the overlap. A lot of space on this left hand side for Wilson. Puts it in. Probably be disappointed with that ball in. Pulls it back to Dawson Devoy. Looking to get a shot off maybe. Liam Burt. Poor. I thought the new second hand LYTVs include the first division, but that is separate fee. Who can keep up? Yeah, exactly. It's tough. What is that? 10 games a week. Like it's tricky to do both divisions. We'd struggle with that ourselves. Like covering both leagues, it's tricky. It's tough. It's a big commitment there, in fairness. A couple of podcasts and stuff do it, and player play to them. Big shed to between the stripes. That'd be a great one for covering both divisions. Win Shamrock Rovers Brazil all in. Presume people have a few bets on. Usually get some people who with bets on coming over to the stream. Keep up to date with it. Mandrew. Keith Buckley tackles him easily enough. Still no goals apart from the Longford-Waterford game. No other goals around the grounds just yet. No goals. The Euros game started there 10 minutes ago as well. No goals in any of them. Let's see Denmark go through with the whole Christian Eriksen thing. It'd be great. I thought they were very unlucky against Belgium, to be honest, and it was a shambles that they were made to play against Finland the same day. I guess my first season I've learned the LOI 10 matches too much I haven't played. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, jeez, 10 matches. Absolutely. Yeah, no, stick with the Premier Division for the time being. Then soon, if you're loving it, you'll get more invested into the whole league. Even just keeping up to date with the results and stuff across both divisions is good. Like, and even listening to the odd podcasts and stuff, videos and everything. Keep up to date with them easily enough then. Bows fans up and clapping. Great to see them back. Fair play to them all, spaced out. They have it all organised well in terms of having them spaced out and stuff, but you just can't wait to get them. Did anyone see Hungary there for the France game? Budapest. Oh my God, it was rammed. Every seat in the house was taken, like crazy. I couldn't believe it when I saw that, to be honest. Great result for them against France as well. What's everyone making of the Euros so far? Who's impressing them? Who's everyone's tipped to win as well? I still think I do fancy France still, just because I don't think they can play as badly as they did against Hungary that time. I think they still will win it, I think. Ooh, was that late tackle on Dawson Devoy from Chris McCann? Late challenge, picks up a yellow card. My mother is from Galway, so I wanted to follow the Galway team next season, I will, I suppose. Yeah, struggling a bit this season, I think, aren't they? A little bit. They were tipped to go up at the start as well. I think they won there on Friday, didn't they? 1-0. But yeah, they're compared to the expectations, they aren't doing as well as you might have thought. Italy have looked very, very good so far. Yeah, very, very good. But is their group isn't the word? Like, it's a nice enough group, wasn't it? Turkey are shocking. Wales are good now. Wales are a good side. Who else was it? Switzerland? Switzerland aren't great either, I don't think. A few people saying Italy. Yeah, they won't be far away, I don't think. Won't be far away. Mancini as well, good manager in charge. "25 minutes in, nothing to report just yet in terms of goals here at Dalymount Park. Rovers definitely have had the better of the chances. Rory Gaffney had two great chances, and then a third one where it kind of ricocheted off a defender and hit the bar. But apart from that, Bows haven't really got going. Rovers do look dangerous. Lee Gray's terrible ball forward there from a free kick. But yeah, Bows really need to get into this. But to be happy enough to still be on level terms for the time being anyway. Great to see the fans back. I was actually at the Rovers and Finn Harp's game. Feels great to be back in Tala. Yeah, I'd say it was unreal. Very, very good to see the fans starting to get back into the ground. Savage, like. 1,000. I think Tala are allowed to have 1,000, aren't they, as well, which is savage. Like, and you can really get an atmosphere going with 1,000 people, whereas 100 people is a bit more difficult. Like, the young goals I've seen in the Euros, wow, you feel for them. Those are brutal, absolutely. Yeah, I'll stop. Oh, chance for Bows. Yeah, no, you have to feel sorry for that. Like, I say, there's no worse feeling than just like turning the ball into the back of your own net for your country, like in the grandest stage of them all. So it's absolutely gutting. I think Portugal had a few there against Germany, didn't they? I think it was 2. Ruben Dias. Sloppy from Rovers at the back. Liam Burt picks up the ball, travelling at pace with it. Good defending from Sean Gannon, but Bows won the ball back. It's a little bit scrappy in the final third for Bows at the moment. They haven't really been able to establish much fluidity or anything. Ali Coote here, ball into the box, hits the side net, and for a corner, must have deflected up off the left full there. Corner kick for Bohemians. Ali Coote to deliver. Chance for Bows now just to kind of get a foothold in this game. They've been a little bit lacking so far. It gives them a chance to get a bit of momentum going. Because Rovers have definitely been well on top here. So corner kick here, cleared easily enough. Straight out to Devoy. Can't lose it here on the edge of the box. Doesn't as well. Lopez, great tackle. Great tackle from Pico Lopez. Has hooked towards Graham Burke. Possibly a counter-attack. Bows have got a lot of men back though quickly. They were cautious enough for that corner. They had players ready to go defensively. Chris McCann on the ball. Spreads it to Liam Scales. Rovers can just take the sting out with the last minute or two now. Lee Grace. Yeah. Killing it a little bit. Yeah, they had 2. Portugal had 2 own goals. Yeah. So tough, isn't it? Like, just, yeah, awful. You feel awful for them. Liam Burt. Back to Buckley, I believe. Keep Buckley to Tyreek Wilson. Wins the throw-in. Throw-in deep in the Rovers half now for Bows. They're starting to... You feel they're starting to get a little bit more into the game. A little bit. They're just feeling their way into it. I think it's the same team that played Drogheda at the weekend, so it's heavy enough on the legs. Tyreek Wilson whips it towards the back post. They can regain possession. Nice bit of skill from Ali Coote, looking to make some space. Goes back to Rory Feely. Nice little clip in behind to Dawson Devoy. Goal kick. Goal kick for Shamrock Rovers. 30 minutes played. The only games in the LOI with goals in them so far after 30 minutes, Longford, Waterford, 1-1 at Bishopsgate in that relegation 6-pointer. Apart from that, nothing to report on. Same with the Euros games, 20 minutes in. 0-0 in both of them. Group B finishing up tonight. Tyreek Wilson on the ball. Seen a lot of the ball last few minutes now. Tyreek Wilson goes all the way back though, and back to Talbot. You'd think we'll both take a point in this. Let's have a quick look at the table. Where are they sitting at the moment? They're 5th, just behind Drogheda. They'd be looking to edge their way close to that top 3, wouldn't they, Bows? You feel like they wouldn't be against the point here, but obviously, ideally, they want to win it. But yeah, it's a tricky one. Rovers obviously 3 points clear of Pats and Sligo at the moment, so they'd be looking to pick up all 3 points here just to kind of try and keep that gap. But then Richie Tell coming into the mix and stuff, it's just different levels, isn't it? How do people think Rovers will get on against Bratislava in the Champions League? That'd be a tough game. Do you think they've much of a chance? Let me know what you're thinking. Be interested to see what people think of that. It's a tough draw for Shamrock Rovers in Bratislava against Bratislava. Bratislava have had a playing for Slovakia, Vladimir Weiss in the Euros, and I think maybe I have one or two others as well playing in the Euros. But I still think it's winnable. It's tough, but it's winnable. If they won that, it'd be fantastic. They get so much money out of it. Nice little bit of neat play here from Shamrock Rovers. Really nicely done. Danny Mandrew searching ball into the box. Nobody really in there though. Liam Scales putting under a bit of pressure. Tries to keep it in. Goal kick. Dundalk take the lead in the Loud Derby. Drogheda United 0. Dundalk 1. Huge goal for Vinnie Perth there. And I kind of want to see him do well. You don't want. I do like Vinnie Perth. I have a lot of time for him, to be fair. So I do want to see him do well there. But that's a massive goal. Drogheda, Jesus, this could be the start, because obviously they had such a quality first 15, 16 games or so. And they obviously lost against Bows there. Could that just be the kind of start of their gradual decline into kind of the lower half of the table? Possibly. Really good side. The Drogheda have a really good team, and I like the manager as well. But maybe they're just that promotion kind of benefits you get from promotion starting to wear off a little bit for them, and they're starting to kind of realise the difficulty of this division. Michael Duffy with the goal for Dundalk, and that's another factor. He'd been poor this season so far, and under Vinnie Perth he was nearly unplayable, and that's something Vinnie Perth would be looking, because he knows the ability Michael Duffy has. And there was a time not so long ago we were saying Michael Duffy declared for Ireland needs to be in and around the talk for an Ireland position in the Ireland squad, and nowhere near it at the moment. But that'd be one thing Vinnie Perth looks to do, just get Michael Duffy back to his best. It's a big part of why maybe he was selected to be the man. That would be something that seeing LOI teams playing other European teams football has the most variety of fixtures. Yeah, absolutely. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant, and there's nothing like seeing the LOI teams in Europe doing well. It's something else. It's such a good buzz. Yeah, can't wait to go on a trip to one of the destinations when things are allowed. Maybe next year or something like that. It's gonna be a very tough game, but I think we won't win. But I think we want to win to play Young Boys in the second round. That's a tough one, isn't it? Young Boys second round. It's tough draw. Switzerland, yeah, that'd be decent. That'd be a very, very decent side. Chance for Bohemians. Free kick. Oh, I thought that went in for a second. I think it was Ali Coote on the right foot. Just wide of the mark. Decent effort from Ali Coote, though. Both starting to gradually get into this last 10 minutes or so, really, to be fair. First 20-25, Shamrock Rovers had been utterly dominant and looked like they were going to score, and it was a matter of time. But last 10 minutes, Keith Long will be a bit more pleased with the sides growing into the game. They're starting to get a foot on the ball. A little bit wasteful in possession both sides have been, though, to be honest. Liam Burt there lobbing it back into Alan Manus' hands. St. Pat's take the lead at Richmond Park. Ronan Coughlin, a man in form, and St. Pat's are in form at the moment. Puts them 1-0 in front against the Finn Harps. Rory Gaffney. Bowes lobbed it forward, launching it forward towards. It's not been a great game, to be honest. Do you have an interest in the Olympics? There is football in the Olympics, but I haven't heard of an Irish team in it. Yeah, I don't know if football's not a huge thing in the Olympics. It is big enough, I suppose. Taking under 23s, I think, usually play for the national sides in the Olympics. It's not major, though. I don't think it wouldn't be considered major honours, really, in football. I don't think an Irish squad has ever qualified for it, really, to be honest. I'm not sure if they've even tried to. I don't even know how you do it, to be honest. But yeah, it wouldn't be considered major honours winning the Olympics, I don't think. In regards to football, that is. But yeah, you have seen some class players playing. I think Neymar played in it and stuff back in the day, in the Olympics and stuff for Brazil. 36 minutes played here at Dalymount Park. Bohemians really starting to get a foot on the ball, knocking it around a bit better now. Rory Feely. Liam Scales, that looks like a clean tackle to me, giving the foul away, but I thought there wasn't much in that now. There wasn't much in that. But yeah, quick check around the grounds. Obviously, not an awful lot of goals to report on, but starting to be a few more last couple of minutes. But around the grounds, obviously, Derry City are still drawing 0-0 with Sligo Rovers. Drogheda United have fallen to a 1-0. They're losing 1-0 to Dundalk in the Loud Derby. Longford and Waterford got off to a bright start, 1-1 there. In that relegation 6-pointer, huge game. St. Pat's are beating Finn Harps 1-0. A Ronan Coughlin goal separates the sides, and then in the Euros, both games remain scoreless as well. It's a chance here at Dalymount Park. Obviously, this game is still scoreless as well, as you can see on screen. 37 minutes played, and Danny Mandrew has a free kick to the right of the box. Opportunity to get a ball into the box. It's decent position. If you can get a decent delivery, it'll be a decent chance for a breakthrough. Mandrew is good in these areas, in fairness, since it's not a bad ball in at all. Headed clear. Corner for Rovers as a result, though. I've seen Ireland Olympics have won medals mostly in boxing. Yeah, boxing, Katie Taylor and the likes, cleaning up. Yeah, that would be kind of what we'd be winning gold in and stuff. We don't win an awful lot, I don't think, in the Olympics, but nice to see Galway, Roston doing well back and climbing the table now. I need to chase for the top. Yeah, poor start to the campaign, wasn't it really? But win there on Friday night as well. Yeah, he's starting to gradually get back up the table. I don't think anyone's catching shells at this stage. No, not even being like biased in this stage. Was it 11 points clear? Maybe it could be even more at this stage, to be honest. But I think it'll take a tall order for someone to catch shells now. I think, yeah, Galway. I think Galway definitely end up in a playoff spot, 100%. And they definitely have a chance. I feel like Waterford or Longford, I think both of them could potentially go down, to be honest. The playoff game is always tough to call and it's always tight, but I think I could see Waterford and Longford going down, unless Waterford invest heavily in the squad and still manage to come 10th but have a decent side there. I think Waterford, with the new owners and stuff, I think Waterford probably will be okay to see. I think they will finish 9th this season. I think Longford will come 10th. But yeah, 25 people watching. Really appreciate everyone who is tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. If you can, it would really mean a lot if you can drop a like on the stream. Closing in on 2,660 subscribers. So if you are new around here, much appreciated if you can subscribe, as well as dropping a like as well. And if you would like to as well, you can drop a super chat. It's basically just a small donation to the channel. You can leave a comment or a question or whatever with it, or even just leave a sticker. And yes, it shows us a bit of support. Much appreciated. Any support that can happen. But the main thing, guys, is just dropping a like and subscribing as well. That's the main thing. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, coming up to 40 minutes now. Yeah, I'll change this on the screen. 40 minutes at Dalymount Park, and it remains goalless. Shamrock Rovers definitely have had the better of the chances. Rory Gaffney will probably be disappointed he hasn't found the back of the net, to be honest, at this stage. It's one of those things where, does Aaron Green take those chances? Probably not, but yeah, there's an opportunity there where he kind of worked it in the box and it came up off a defender and hit the crossbar as well. So yeah, Rovers definitely looked more threatening, but last 10-15 or so, Bo's definitely grown into the game, and Keith Long will be a bit more pleased with his side the last 10 or 15 or so, but the first 25 he'll be disappointed with. So maybe half time coming at the wrong time for Bo's, because they're just starting to grow into this bit sloppy pass from Keith Buckley. Might just got away with it though. Any websites to get the game on? You can get it on, if you go to Twitter and you find Shamrock Rovers or Bows, you can literally get they'll have their pinned tweet will be a link to LOI TV, and then you can. I think it's a $5 for the game. I'm not sure, but probably is dodgy websites and stuff if you want to just get a dodgy stream, like. But it's nice to support the league. It's nice to support the league. I always think. £5. Sure, nothing. Why is someone unlike to turn that into a like? Fact. Appreciate it, Alfie. Adam, is pay per match or season pass? Yeah, exactly. I think €75 for the season pass, and it's a fiver for the pay per match. So if you just want to test it out, see what the service is like, it's been really seamless so far. In fairness, fiver for the LOI TV for the one-off game if you wanted to see what the league's all about. But yeah, €75 for a season pass is very, very fair. Good ball into the box from Shamrock Rovers, headed clear. Ross Tierney does really well. No, he doesn't. He gives it away. Liam Scales on the left-hand side. Goes back towards Lee Grace. Lofts it towards Rory Gaffney. Mandrew tries to flick it towards him, and Bowes can deal with it. James Talbot can hook it clear. Always give the likes. Spread the all love. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. But yeah, coming up to have a bit of a scuffle here with Cornwall and Burke. A little bit of a pushing going on. Don't mind seeing that in a Dublin derby though. Half time at Head in the Game Park. Drogheda 0. Dundalk 1. But yeah, you'd say probably Rovers deserve to be in front coming up to halftime. Now probably deserve to be in front to take one of their chances, but Bowes definitely can take encouragement from the last few passes of play. They've grown into the game a bit more, but in terms of actual clear cut chances, Rovers have definitely had the better. Keith Buckley looking to get things going. Finds Kieran Kelly, who's really come into his own for Bowes now. I think he was out on loan last season and looked like maybe his career at Bowes wasn't going to come about. Maybe like he's going to play elsewhere. First team opportunities seemed limited, but obviously Dan Casey leaving. I think his Finnerty had injured at the moment. Cornwall was injured for a little bit as well. He got his chance at the heart of the defence alongside Rory Feely, and he hasn't looked back since. Really, he's been really, really solid there. To be fair to him, he's not a bad player. Dawson Devoy tries to work a chance. I think it was at a corner. Looks like a corner. Brazil, Flamengo, Mahor, Tarcida do Mundo. Presume that's a black and white love hearts for Bohemians. Premier Division footage has been great, but some First Division games have been recorded poorly, especially Cove Ramblers. You can barely see the ball in their stream, really. I think it's down to the club. Is that right? I think it's the club, I believe. Don't quote me on that now, but I'm pretty sure it's the clubs that have to do it themselves, I think. But yeah, the Premier Division games have looked great. At times, the First Division has looked a little bit poor. Who's your favourite team in Ireland? There's lots of different support on the channel. There's a good few of us on this channel, and we all support different League of Ireland teams. But the team I would support myself would be Shells in the First Division, top of the First Division. I'll have you know. But yeah, would that be the team that I'd support personally now? But I'm very neutral on the channel. Like half-time, I think. Half-time in Dalymount Park. And it is Bohemians 0. Bohemians 0, Shamrock Rovers 0. Shamrock Rovers definitely had the better of the chances in the first half, but so the first 25 minutes or so, Rovers definitely on top. But then Bowes started to grow into it a little bit more and started to get a foot in the ball. But in terms of chances, it's been definitely Shamrock Rovers, you'd say, have been better in that regard. I'm sure probably should be 1-0 up and looked very, very dangerous there for the first 20 or so minutes. Hello, Brazilian fan here. Great stream, mate. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Brazilian fan, wow, it's insane. Thanks so much. Appreciate you tuning in. Ross, you don't want to stir up some rows in this chat. Listen, I'm all for a healthy debate. Healthy debate. I'm all for. Scrappy half. Yeah, it was scrappy enough. It was tough to see things getting going, Annie. You probably have to concede yourself, even as a Bowes fan, that the better chances did fall to Shamrock Rovers, and they could definitely have been 1-0 up there. But last maybe 15 minutes of the first half, but Bows got foot in the ball and looked a little bit better. But yeah, half time. We'll go around the grounds quickly. Obviously, half time at Daniel Park is 0-0. Around the grounds otherwise, though, it's Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 0. Drogheda United are losing 1-0 at home to Dundalk in the Loud Derby. Longford Town 1, Waterford 1. Such a massive relegation 6-pointer, that one. Huge football match. That second half will be massive. St. Pat's are beating Finn Harps 1-0. St. Pat's continuing their title challenge. Then I think there's 30 minutes played in the Euros games, and about 0-0. Finland 0, Belgium 0, Russia 0, and Denmark 0. So yeah, that's the current scores, the latest scores around the grounds. Stephen O'Connor says, I am a Bows fan. I would take a draw. A draw, yeah. I think it's see it as a point gained instead of 2 dropped. I think both sides would nearly shake hands on a point, I think. But obviously, both would love to get all 3, get one over on the Royals. But I think a point is never disastrous in a Dublin derby for either side. I don't think it's never a disaster. A point. So if we can see another leg, I'm going to play myself. Yeah, it'd be a sickening one that Mandrew win a penalty or score would be make it even sicker, to be fair. But I'm just gonna go grab a quick coffee, guys, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. So yeah, please do drop a like on the stream, subscribe, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And we are back. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Appreciate it. Half time here at Dalymount Park. As I said, 0-0. And as I was going, I believe Denmark went 1-0 up. Mikael Damsgaard, is it? Mikael Damsgaard putting them in front. How does that leave that group looking now? Denmark in third. Finland in second. I'd love to see Denmark go through just with everything they've been through. But Finland still holding Belgium to a 0-0 draw. If that goes... Yeah, Denmark still have a chance. You feel Belgium will put a couple, but maybe we felt that before the game, not now, but you felt that Belgium would have put a few past Finland. Feeling a strong enough side. Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku all playing. A couple of changes elsewhere in the side. Chadley coming in, Trossard. But strong enough, like. But yeah, coming up to half time in those games, and they are Belgium still drawn 0-0. As for the LOI, I believe all games are. Yeah, they would be half time now. Derry 0, Sligo 0, Drogheda 0, Dundalk 1, Longford 1, Waterford 1, St. Pat's 1, Finn Harps 0. Who am I cheering on in the Euros? I do. You'd always root for Wales, Scotland, and then my tip to win it would be France. I do have a bet on France to win it, so I'm kind of getting behind them just for purely financial reasons, my own financial situation. But yeah, I think that you'd have to cheer on the home nations that aren't England, wouldn't you? I just hate the English media, the way Calvin Phillips had one good game and they're in his house interviewing him, and they're under so much pressure, and he has a poor enough game the next game, get him out of the team. Like, they're just way too much. Like, I do think Southgate's a fraud as well, though. It's how is Sterling playing both of those games? Like, I know he scored in the first one, but he's just so out of form. And Jadon Sancho on the bench, Grealish on the bench, Rashford on the bench. Doesn't make any sense to me, I don't think. Which game does RT2 have on? I actually don't know if they've any on, to be honest. No idea. Oh, in terms of, yeah, they'd have a Euros game on. Obviously, they wouldn't have LOI on. I'd say it's probably the Belgium game, to be honest. Belgium-Finland, if I had to guess. The way we play football at times is class, for sure. The best league in terms of football we play. Best in the league, sorry, in terms of the football we play. I'd say St. Pat's would have a case. St. Pat's definitely have a case, the way they're playing at the moment. But Bow definitely up there. They do try and knock it around the right way, and having Dawson Devoy in there keeps things ticking over. Very neat and tidy, and Ross Tierney and stuff as well. So yeah, Bow's definitely up there in terms of attractive brand of football. But I'd say St. Pat's are a quality side this season. It looked really, really good in fairness. 1 second. Soccer might be joining us live from Dalymount. A quick send this to him now. One second. Bear with me for a second here, guys. God, my laptop's so slow. Not great. What's everyone saying? Rovers could be 3-0 up. Gannon is quality, says Socko. Hopefully get you in now, Socko. Just going to send you this link now. There you go. I was at the Drugs game on Friday, and the football we played was so good. Oh, I'd say, yeah, the 5-0. Unbelievable. What was it like being back, Lenny? Let us know. The fans and all back. Were you able to make much noise? I know it was only 100 of you. Was there a chance going and stuff? I feel Rory Feely's made it quite a big... Yeah, he's been a really solid acquisition. Very, very solid acquisition. Really good signing. And fills in at centre half and fill in at right back. Solid, very solid footballer. Really top defender, I think. With Sky Sports, can you get any football game you want? Probably, to be honest. In terms of the Euros. Yeah, I think Socko may be joining us. Hopefully. it was brilliant to be back. We managed to get a few chances going, and the players are clearly motivated by it 100%. Yeah, and it makes a huge difference. And just in terms of so crap the way they probably got used to playing, it's like a training session nearly at times where no crowd and stuff, and really gets you going, doesn't it? But yeah, there's nothing better. I just can't wait to get the full crowds back in it. Who will win the league? I can't look past Shamrock Rovers, to be honest. I think Sligo and Pats will both push them. Probably Pats will push them hardest. I think Pats will probably finish second. But I think I can't look past Rovers, to be honest, especially Richie Tell coming into the mix and stuff as well. Yeah, solid. Very, very solid. The back as well. Sean Horan all back as well. Sean Horan, Sean Gannon brought into what was already such a strong side. We're maybe just one the other 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yeah, in fairness, yeah, tough watch from a Galway perspective, 100%. Here we go. Man himself, live from Daily Mount Park. How you fixed?
Hey man, you alright?
How you getting on?
Can you hear me okay?
Perfect, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, great. How do you think the game's going?
Not a great game, not a wonderful spectacle, but Rovers definitely unlucky not to be in front. A couple of good chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think half the first half was just fucking like football tennis, like just heading it back to each other. Like I think the ball was in the air more than it was on the ground for half of that. Like, but no, I think Rovers could easily be 2 or 3 up. Sean Gannon with 3 chances there. I think Graham Burke's been putting himself about a bit too. Danny Mandrews been quiet enough. But I think Gannon's their main threat at the minute.
Yeah, no, he's looked quality at wing back and he gets forward and stuff as well. He's looked really, really good. But yeah, Gaffney up front has had a couple of chances and stuff as well. So yeah, it's been a decent game. But yeah, you'd like to see them maybe try to get the ball on the ground a bit more. I think Bo's starting to get a bit more into it last 10 or 15 of the first half, trying to knock it around a bit. But in terms of chances, it didn't create an awful lot, really.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying Gannon, it was Gaffney. I meant obviously with them 3 chances. But yeah, Bo's kind of after the half an hour mark came into it a little bit more. I think realised they were in a Dublin derby and started to actually string a few passes together. Like James Talbot and Rob Cornwall and all in the back line were like giving out for the whole of the first half, saying like pick it up, like we're asleep here. They started so slowly. Second half's just kicking off here now. There's Ali Clute or Lean Burt sent in a few balls. I think Coote went really close from a free kick as well. Kind of had man worried for a second. But at the moment, like it could go either way. Like all it takes is a goal, and the game's blown wide open. And we saw with the last Dublin derby the late drama that could happen. So I think it's set up really nicely now.
Absolutely. What's the fans like so far? What have they been like? 100 of them there, isn't it?
Yeah, 100. Did 100 last week and then 100 different fans this week. It's a cliche at this point, but like it's absolutely unreal. Like it makes such a difference. Like when Rovers walked out there, they got huge stick and like being booed, and Mandrew was being called every name under the sun. As you'd expect, like you'd expect nothing less. And then when Boas came out, like 100 sounded like 1,000 or 2. Like I'm not just saying that.
That's gas.
It was amazing, and even
so after getting a comment here saying, "Tell Soccer to look behind them. I'm behind them." That's gas.
That's mad. But what was I going to say? And even like a few 50-50 challenges, the referee, without fans, might be inclined to just let play go on. But like if there's loads of fans shouting at him, like he's given 1 or 2 50-50 calls in a Bo's favour, like but like it makes such a difference, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. It seems like the stream isn't too far behind you. It's just started there as well, is it? 50 seconds or so, a minute or so in.
Yeah. I say it's probably better than the last time when you were like a few minutes behind.
Yeah. Second half, hopefully see a few goals.
Yeah, definitely. I think the last Dublin derby's 1-1 at half time, and then obviously Rovers got that late controversial penalty. I can definitely see a few goals here now in the second half if Bows kind of continue their last 10, 15 minutes of the first half. And like Rovers, like the game can switch like so fast. Like Rovers Rovers were all over them for the first half an hour. So I think it's set up really nicely now. There's obviously Rovers got 3 yellow cards in that first half. Now I hope you had a bet on for that. Like
a few bookings.
So there's a huge bit of bite. There's a bit of needle in this now, and like the fans are mad for that too. Like there's a few big challenges going in. Like
what's going on?
Who's Rob Cornwall just fucks the ball away. How's the stream going so far?
Grand, yeah, no, it's good. All good, yeah. I think Griff said you might pop in at some stage, but it's going well. All good.
Loads of comments there.
Plenty flying in.
Lenny, John O'Neill.
Yeah, few. The regulars are in.
Regulars, the OGs.
The OGs, yeah.
I haven't checked the other games. Yet. How are they going?
Yeah, keeping an eye on them at the moment. St. Pat's are beating Finn Harps 1-0. Longford 1, Waterford 1, which is huge at the bottom of the table. Both teams need to win that one. Massive game. Derry 0, Sligo 0. And the other game is Drogheda are losing. Dundalk are beating Drogheda, actually, as well.
On the way.
Michael Duffy scored. So Davini Perth, maybe a new manager bounce there.
New manager bounce, cliche.
Yeah. You feel like Shirley, like he's got the man to get the best out of them, though, isn't he, really?
100%. You can definitely see them going on a little European run or something.
Could you imagine that?
Like relegation battle in the league and going in 1 year.
I think because they're playing the team, a Welsh team, like more than capable of beating them. Like
it was in Newtown
Newtown, yeah. Waterford are beating Longford. Waterford are 2-1 up.
She's that new owner bounce.
Yeah. That's a massive goal, though. I actually thought it was going to be a lot tighter than that, to be honest.
Yeah, did you predict a draw, did you?
I went for a draw on that one, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Rovers have definitely started the better here so far.
Second half, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
James Talbot's quality, isn't he?
Yeah. He's made a great save from Gaffney, actually.
Oh, huge, as well. Like both keepers here, like probably 2 of the best keepers in the league. A super save from Gaffney, like that should have been 1-0. Got down low to his right, tipped it around the post, and Manus has been so solid.
Yeah,
so far as well. But yeah, Rovers definitely started much stronger here.
100%. I'm only seeing this corner now. Ghastly. Yeah, Mandrew could be the one to make something happen here, couldn't he? Talbot's throw out was lovely there, wasn't it? Yeah, really nice throw.
That's right. I think you're like 30 seconds behind. All the fans are kind of, near the fill in it, like painting.
Yes.
They're right down that end.
Outside the ground, like, or all the Bows fans?
All the Bows fans, no, they're like sitting down, like near down that end.
Okay.
I think they're coming up to about, so they're taking up like a third of the stand. And then the middle of the stand is all the players and staff, and then this third is all like media and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And there's a few like stewards and stuff dotted around the place as well. It's probably like maybe 200, 250 in total.
No, it's good to see. Yeah, you can kind of get a glimpse of it on the stream. You can see a few knocking about and stuff. It's good to see them back in the crowd, and even just hearing you behind you, like you can hear a bit of noise and stuff, which is always good as well.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully, as things improve, they'll increase it because Rovers announced that they had 1,000 fans in for the Harps game. That was a success. I think they had like no positive cases from that, so the test event was a success. So hopefully, I think they're doing a lot more test pilot events for like rugby and GA, and I think Talla's hosting one as well. But hopefully, like if 100 fans can make this much noise, like God knows what a full house will sound like. So you're saying, I think the last Dublin derby with fans, it was I think it was the end of 2019. It was a record at Tala, wasn't it? It was like 7,500 or something.
Yeah,
We couldn't
savage.
We couldn't get tickets for it. Remember?
Gold dust, yeah. Class, like. That's why I'm a little bit disappointed that if with the daily mount thing that it's like 5k the ground. Like I'd like to see them maybe push it towards maybe the 10k mark, just being that bit more optimistic for their future kind of thing. I feel like Bows in 5-10 years time, if they could have a 10,000 seater stadium, that would be the dream. Like instead of a 5,000 seater where you're getting a full crowd, but I feel like there's potential to move towards that 10k mark.
Yeah, I think they were really restricted with like the local houses and like shopping centres around here. But having said that, like back in the day, I know there was like fuck all health and safety, but they used to fit like 20,000-30,000 in here, you know.
Yeah.
So easy. It would have been nice if they kind of were a bit more ambitious, but
possibly there's a way they could do it in the future. Maybe like add on to a stand or something, because it's got to be to be 4 stands in the stadium.
100%. Like I don't think you should put a cap on it. I don't think you should be like they'll easily get 5,000 in for all the big games, but you shouldn't. You should set your sights a bit higher, I think, you know.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Especially big European nights and stuff as well.
Yeah, obviously big European nights coming up for them in July. Ron Finn coming on for Chris McCann there.
Chris McCann went down with an injury there, I think.
Yeah, it must have been injured. His leg or something. But yeah, I think that Daily Man's thing meant to be like 2024 or 25, so it'll be fantastic when it's done. And obviously it's unclear if they're going to share it with Shells, but the Shells have their own campaign at the moment for Save Talker Park, you know.
Yeah, hopefully I'm hopeful that Talker Park can they can keep Talker Park, because it's like I don't like the idea of sharing stadium with Bows. Like I don't think Bows fans like the idea of it either. Like
like they'll be the only club, the stick the players are getting is so funny.
Yeah. What's the abuse Mandrew getting like Socko? Nathan asks. Nathan wasn't even there. He's only messing.
No, yeah, I was disappointed. Every time he gets the ball, he's getting jeered. I'm a bit too far away to hear the exact words being used, but I'm sure you can imagine what they are.
Yeah, the mind can kind of tell you like this little bit of
so Richie Tell sitting over there as well with
is he? Yeah.
Aaron McAnuff and
Aaron McAnuff is he?
Yeah, Ron Finn before he came on there.
Aaron McAnuff is there, is interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, just back for on holidays, whatever. Because remember,
this is heating up, man.
Yeah, you can hear it behind you a bit. Because obviously the SBL, possibly might be getting Jamie McGrath on the channel to keep it on the DL. Yeah.
That'd be class.
That'd be savage.
That was a wild text at midnight, wasn't it?
That was a mad text, wasn't it? Yeah, mad text message to receive. But that would be class.
I'll check back in with you at full time. Will you be on like for 5 minutes after full time?
Yeah.
Go say hi to you then.
Sweet, Grant. Touch you. Enjoy the game.
Sound.
Yeah, go on, see you in a bit. Top man. What is Gaffney playing? He is indeed. He's leading the line for Shamrock Rovers tonight. 27 people watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really means the absolute world to us. If you can, it'd be much appreciated if you can just drop a quick like on the stream. I think we're on around the 20 mark last time I checked. So if you can just drop a quick like, that'd be phenomenal. And if you can subscribe as well if you're new. We're gonna have so much content coming out. Everything, all these watch alongs and stuff as well. So may as well subscribe, stick around, build a nice little community here. And we have our live show every Monday usually as well. Georgie Kelly opens the scoring for Bows. Oh my God, Georgie Kelly, the man in form. Georgie Kelly opens the scoring for. Oh wow, just as Socko leaves us as well. Georgie Kelly puts Bohemians in front. 55 minutes played. Wow, on the turn, what a finish! Clinical. As clinical as it comes. Georgie Kelly. Wow, what a strike. And Bows. You can see the fans are erupting in the crowd for considering what's there. Replays. That's So nice to see a replay. Liam Burt found Georgie Kelly. It's a brilliant finish. That's super. That's so clinical. What a goal. That is a super finish. The production levels on this LOI TV are actually class, to be fair. That is an unbelievable goal from Georgie Kelly to open the scoring here. Wow. What a goal. Sligo Rovers take the lead in Derry as well. Wow, what a finish from Georgie Kelly. That is phenomenal. 11th goal of the season from Georgie Kelly on the half turn. Just snapshot. What a finish. That's incredible. 11th goal of the season. Top goal scorer in the league. 4 goals on Friday night. Gets 1 tonight. He's looking like an absolute fantastic sign. And Keith Long really kept the faith with him up front as well. And really did keep the faith with him at times because there was difficult periods for Georgie Kelly this season. Missed a penalty, got a lot of stick. That is a super finish. Rovers need to react. What a goal. That is a super finish from Georgie Kelly. If that doesn't deserve a like, Bows fans, I don't know what does on the stream. Pico Lopez here. Rovers could leave gaps if they're going looking for an equaliser. They could leave gaps, could leave themselves exposed. Big time. Is Green playing? Aaron Green isn't playing. No, there will be a replay. It's so nice, isn't it? So nice to see a few replays. Georgie Kelly, have my children. Yes. A lot of Bows fans are very happy. Kelly for Ballon d'Or. Is Georgie Kelly in a show for the Ireland squad? Keeps his form up, you never know. Crack from distance from Shamrock Rovers. Good save from Talbot. Is LOI TV good? I'm very impressed with it here now. In fairness, it's really good. Replays and all, and fantastic. That's international caliber when you can spin and get. Yeah, no, for sure. The score, and it's no muggy scoring past either. Alan Manis is a top goalkeeper. Yeah, if he keeps his form up, he won't be far away from an Ireland call. Yeah, the Bows. Great video of the day in the life of footballer during the Corona outbreak. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, did that a while back now, but yeah, enjoyed making that actually. Nice, kind of a different type of video. Yes, Georgie, delighted. Georgie Kelly has turned things around. Oh, stop! Unbelievable form he's in at the moment. Incredible form. This game, well, I think that's exactly what this game needed, just to get going as well. You feel just a goal, just to really get it going, get it into life. Super finish from Georgie Kelly. When will Georgie Kelly be on the Ireland team? Listen, 11 goals so far this season in what, 16 games, something like that. Not a bad return whatsoever. If you can hit the 20 mark, like not even halfway through the season yet, you can easily hit that 20 mark. You won't be far away. You don't be far away if you score 20 goals as an Irish striker, considering the garbage we have up front most of the time on the international scene. You won't be a million miles away, I don't think. When is the season over? Well, it'll be October, November time, isn't it? I think. But yeah, Bows leading Shamrock Rovers by a goal 2-0. Georgie Kelly with the strike. Super goal from the man who is full of confidence at the moment. Full of confidence. And St. Pat's take a 2-0 lead. Robbie Benson. And they will be delighted. They'll only be delighted hearing the news of this result coming through. Kelly has more goals than Longford all season, for fuck's sake. Chance, Graham Burke, Rory Gaffney. Possible penalty shouts, couple of arms in the air. Goal kick though. Remember those two red cards in 2019? Oh, mental, yeah. Insane. That was Trevor Clark, wasn't it, from memory? Can't remember the other person who got sent off, but that was a mad game. Will St. Pat's go top of the table if it stays this way? No. They'll be level on points with Rovers. Just a goal behind. We really miss Grant and Casey. Yeah, listen, Danny Grant. was phenomenal last season. But I do think Liam Burr is a decent replacement. Ali Q, I think, is a smashing player as well. They'll only get better, the two of them. So I think, listen, it's always going to happen. It's hard to keep players like Danny Grant in the League of Ireland. It's always going to be tough. And Dan Casey especially it's a big blow. You could see it at times this season defensively for Bohs that missing Dan Casey was huge. But Kieran Kelly's been decent now since he's come in last couple of games, and Cornwall's always solid as well. So yeah, Dan Casey's a huge loss no matter what. Danny Grant, of course, as well. 1 goal Shamrock, please. It was Trevor Clark and Lee Grace. It was indeed. I was thinking one of the centre backs. Ross, how are things looking? Things looking up for the Ireland team with how Parrott looked in that recent friendly. But I know not to dream about World Cup qualification. Listen, World Cup qualification for next year's one is out of the question. I don't think we'll be able to recover that no matter what. I think we can just experiment with that and play a lot of the young players. But in terms of 2024, I think is the Euros in Germany, and then 2026 is USA, Mexico, and Canada, which I hope we qualify for. What a buzz the two of them would be. Hopefully we can qualify for those two, but it's gonna be tough. It was against Andorra, but they still looked sharp. Yeah, for sure. Now Troy Parrott, if he gets a good move, if he gets a decent loan move for next season, he can play consistently, score consistently. He'll definitely be a huge talent for us. He's a huge prospect, so young still. 1 more goal, please. Few people have bets on it, looks like. Georgie Kelly on his way out of League of Ireland. If both do well in Europe, he scores goals in Europe, he could get a good championship club. Yeah, championship maybe, yeah. Possibly. I feel like, yeah, if you're a goal scorer, teams will take a chance on you, for sure. Yeah, definitely. 1 goal Shamrock, please. Like this team. But yeah, 63 minutes played. Shamrock Rovers 1-0 down against Bohs. Is that a change they're making? Might be a substitute, I think, for someone there. Pico Lopez goes back to Alan Manis. Launches it forward. Good flick on. Gaffney. Finds Graham Burke, who has space here. Looks, it's a disappointing pass. Be disappointed with that one. That's a chance for Rory Feely to attack some space. He's looking good here. Does well. Tries to win a corner or a free kick and just loses it, unfortunately, for him. But Rovers trying to play out. Mandrew with a good turn. Great turn from Danny Mandrew. Loses it, though. Liam Burke can regain possession. Mandrew trying to intercept it. A little bit scrappy. Turned into a bit of a scrappy game now. A couple of tackles going in, but Keith Bugley relieves the pressure by going all the way back to James Talbot. Ross, you coming over to the USA for the 2026 World Cup? Listen, if you qualify, I am there 1,000,000%. Lee Grace comes off for Aaron Green, by the way. So they're taking off centre back and putting on a striker. Clearly what needed to be done, in fairness. So we'll have a proper piss up and won't notice that hard thing, isn't it? Yeah, or we won't notice how bad they are as well, possibly. But yeah, that's the buzz, isn't it? Going to America, Canada, and Mexico would be insane for that World Cup. I'm praying we qualify for that. Well, I'm still in the prime of my life myself. If Dundalk can't beat that Welsh side, questions have to be asked. I don't really know how the Welsh side are in the Europa League qualifiers. Yeah. Did you know they finished 7th in the league last season out of 12 teams? 7th out of 12. 5th bottom, like. Literally, if Dundalk don't beat them, I think they will beat them. I think they'll beat them easily enough, to be honest. But 7th out of 12 teams. And I was looking at there's like a playoffs. They do playoffs for Europe, for European football. How weird is that in Wales? Like, playoffs for Europe, like. So it's like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th do playoffs, and this Newtown team came 7th and won the playoffs to get European football. Mad, like. But 7th in the league, like, Jesus Christ. Surely be beating them. Speaking of that, though, Dundalk are 8th in the league at the moment. Our win Shamrock this match. They they probably won't win it now, to be honest. Wilson, best left back in the league. He's for sure up there, 1,000,000%, and probably is, in fairness. Yeah, definitely a case. You could definitely make a case for it, and I don't think many people would put up an argument to that. And arguably the second best left back in the league also plays for Bohs. I feel so bad for Anthony Breslin. I think he's class as well. I think he's a smashing footballer, Breslin. So I think he'll probably be on the way out if Wilson's sticking around. Ooh, Liam Burt tries to keep it in. 66 minutes played. I'll just update the time. 66 minutes played at Dalymount. 25 big minutes ahead. Keith Buckley on the ball, tries to clip it in behind towards Georgie Kelly, but it's not the best of passes, in fairness. And Shamrock Rovers can come on the attack again, but they can't get much going. Aaron Green, of course, on to partner Rory Gaffney up front, and shows their ambitions to try and nick a point from this one. But Bohs, the second half have been fairly good and have limited Rovers to very few chances. Ross Tierney does well. Back heel towards Burt, was it? Ross Tierney putting that the pressure on. Oh, it's a chance for Georgie Kelly. Big chance for Georgie Kelly in the box. Sloppy from Shamrock Rovers. Big chance. Shot blocked. Big opportunity for Bohs to double their lead there. Sloppy at the back from Shamrock Rovers to lose the ball, lose possession. But Georgie Kelly, I think it worked its way to Tierney or something, had a shot at goal and it was blocked. St. Pat's 3-0 up against Finn Harps. They're really doing well after St. Pat's at the moment. Super form they're in. Really strong side. First we booed Danny Mandrew and then we cheered. Have you seen his free kicks? It's just Tierney, or not Tierney, Wilson. Presuming that's Tyreek Wilson. His free kicks are insane. If you could realistically bring one player from Bohs to Shelbourne, who would it be and why? Who would it be and why? In this form, it'd be hard to argue against Georgie Kelly, but I'd probably go for one of the midfield lads, just in terms of their potential sell-on value. Dawson Devoy or Ross Tierney, probably. I think they could both go for, if you got them on a 2-year deal or something, you could get big bucks for them in a year or two time. They'll be worth a fortune in terms of for League of Ireland. Like, you could be looking at easily a couple of 100,000. I think Devoy is probably the one I'd look at myself, but Ross Tierney, yeah, it's hard to know. But I think I'd probably go for one of those young lads. Rovers shot at goal, goes wide. Useless players, Shamrock Rovers. A lot of disappointed people with their bets, it looks like. 70 minutes played. 20 minutes to go here at Dalymount Park. Denmark lead Russia 2-0 in the Euros. Delighted for them. Really hope they can sneak second. But Finn Harps have got one back. Finn Harps have got one back against St. Pat's. Probably just a consolation, in all honesty. Can't see them getting two more, but never know, I suppose. Any people watching, guys, wow, thank you so much for tuning in. It is much appreciated. If you can, it would be very, very kind of you to drop a like on the stream. If you can do that, it would mean the absolute world to us. Thank you so much for your continued support, and please do, if you are new around here, do subscribe. It means so much, and we want to hit that 2,660 mark if on this stream, which would be unreal. It'd be insane. It'd be so good. We want to try and get towards that 3K as soon as we can. So all your support is much appreciated. And there is also an option to leave a super chat if you would like. This is a small donation to the channel to give some support. You can ask a question, leave a comment, anything like that. It's much appreciated, all your support. But yeah, the main thing, guys, as I always say, is if you can just drop a like and do subscribe as well if you haven't done so. It means the world. Thanks so much. But yeah, back to the game, and 70 minutes in. We are 5 subscribers off the target. 5 subscribers off. It's all right. Decent. James Talbot pushes it out to Tyreek Wilson at left back, who looks down the line in towards Ross Tierney. It's a decent ball towards Ross Tierney if you can keep it in. You can. He wins a throw, and it looks like did really, really well there. Ross Tierney in a tight space, didn't have much space to work in. Wins the throw in deep in Shamrock Rovers' half for Bohs, which is exactly what they need right now, just to take the sting out of the game. Ross, you seem very pessimistic about the Ireland team. Is that really how you feel? Yes, to be honest. It's tough to feel positive about it about this campaign anyway. After that Luxembourg game, still fresh in the memory. Tyreek Wilson's beautifully done. Wins the corner, does he? It's tough to feel optimistic about this campaign in particular. I think the Andorra game, you can't get too carried away with, because it's minnows. You're playing against minnows. You're playing against builders and farmers and stuff. Like, no disrespect. If we can't beat Andorra, we're really struggling. So, yeah, there's a lot of young players coming through. I might do a video on where Ireland will be in 5 years' time or something like that. I've kind of drafted up a little bit of a starting 11 and stuff, and it is exciting. A lot of the players coming through. So that's one thing I'm optimistic about. But in terms of this campaign for the Qatar World Cup, we're done and dusted. We're looking forward to seeing Ronaldo coming to the Aviva. He's probably coming there to haunt us, and they have amazing players, so it's going to be hard for us. Yeah, do you reckon he'll be still playing? If Portugal won the Euros, it wouldn't be a bad way to go out, would it, in terms of the international scene? I don't think they will win the Euros, though. They might even go out in the group stage, to be honest. But yeah, I think he probably will play that World Cup. I think they probably won't start him. They'll probably play like a Yao Felix or something, and maybe bring Ronaldo off the bench if needed or something. Be great to see him in the Aviva, though, all the same. Be class. Probably the last chance to see him play in Ireland. We obviously saw him at the Tala Stadium for his Real Madrid debut, which is class. But yeah, the Aviva Stadium, that might be the last time he comes to play football on this island. One goal, please. Shamrock, please. Can you see another goal in this game? I'm going to say yes. For who? I'm not sure, but I'm going to say 17 minutes to play or so. 17 or so minutes. Yeah, I'm going to say I can see another goal. Handball, clearly. Yeah. Gaffney handball. And a lot of Turkish in the comments. How are we doing, guys? Unfortunate for you guys in the Euros. Commiserations. Disappointing results, but a lot of people had Turkey down as dark horses actually as well, and they completely failed to impress. Full time 0-1 or 0-2. It could be 1-1. 1-1, maybe. Who knows? It's gonna be tricky. It's tricky to call. It could go anyway, but I think there'll be one more goal. That's my prediction. Georgie Kelly, the man in form. I still can't get over that finish, to be honest. Such a nice goal. Shamrock Rovers need to get this ball forward, put some pressure on. Liam Scales looking up. It's a poor ball. Liam Bird intercepts it easily enough. Big tackle from Lopez, great challenge. And Mandrew coming deep, loses it though. Sloppy enough from Shamrock Rovers. 15 big minutes, and if there's ever a side to score a late goal, it's Shamrock Rovers, isn't it? They're the one side you can always rely on to score a late goal. Mandrew looking up. Feeds it forward. Not an awful lot of ideas now, Rovers. They're not offering an awful lot even in this final third, to be honest. You know yourself, Monday. It's a Monday evening. I can't be on the beer just yet. A bit too early in the week. Bows lobbing it forward. Georgie Kelly goes and chase. Lopez can see it back to Manis easily enough. Georgie Kelly putting them under pressure. They're working tirelessly up top. Tyreek Wilson with a huge header. Great header. Gary O'Neill. Looked like a handball there. Just checking around the grounds. No updates just yet. Aaron Green. Wow, that is a weird pass to play. Goes all the way back to Pico Lopez. I don't think he meant to do that at all. Outside the foot pass. Definitely overhit it. Ross Tierney comes inside really neat and tidy from Tierney. Can cute keep it in? He can, and wins the throw in. Really nice from Ross Tierney there just to feed the ball through. Really nice play. Belgium take the lead against Finland in the Euros, and hopefully that puts Denmark in second. I'm not 100% sure. I'm checking out, but Belgium take the lead against Finland. And that puts Denmark in second. I'd love Denmark to finish second in that group. That'd be fantastic. Is there a goal scorer here? Mind Lukaku getting it? I bet on Lukaku to finish the top goal scorer, so I wouldn't mind. He did. He scored. Get in, Lukaku. And De Bruyne with the assist. That's so, like, if you could literally predict, if you had to predict the goal scorer and an assister, that's who you're going with. Like, De Bruyne to assist Lukaku. So standard, like. Delighted to see Lukaku get a goal, though. Thank God. That means that Denmark go into second place with 3 points. Great to see. I think the whole footballing community would like to see Denmark finish in second place. Belgium going through with 9 points looked quite impressive so far this Euros. In fairness, I think defensively they're a little bit weak there, weren't they? The Belgium. That's probably where they'd be let down, but look strong in fairness. Ross Tierney. Lovely. Ball across. Cleared from Shamrock Rovers. Graham Burke as well to win it back. He looks up. I think we will be doing a stream after the game, guys, around 10 o'clock, maybe just like getting a few fans on, doing a little bit of reaction with them. So make sure to come back and stay tuned then as well after the game. We'll probably be doing a little bit of analysis after the game as well. Goal disallowed. Oh, you're joking. VAR has ruled it out, obviously. That's very, very annoying. Gutting. Belgium and Finland remain 0-0, and Finland go back into second place then. Tariq Wilson coming forward. Ross Tierney around the corner to Tariq Wilson. Nicely played. Nicely done. It's a goal kick. Goal kick. Coming up to the 80-minute mark now. 10 minutes. Big 10 minutes for Rovers there. And they are very, very fond of a late goal. Rory Gaffney, is he onside? I believe he is. He's been left onside. Back to Graham Burke. Chance to shoot. Good save. Follow up from Green. What a double save from James Talbot. Offside anyway, but it's a great double save from James Talbot. Aaron Green followed in with a diving header, and he got up and saved it. Super double save from James Talbot. One of the finest goalkeepers in the league, and proving wide there. But it was offside anyway. Both whatever happened, but would you rather Shells win the Champions League or Ireland win the double? Oh, Ireland definitely, yeah. But would never happen. Yeah, you'd have to go for Ireland. If Ireland won the World Cup, everyone's taking the year off work. The economy would be go to shit, really, wouldn't it? But it'd be insane year. I wouldn't go to work for a year if we won the World Cup. The best Irish fan channel. Thanks for the great stream, Ross, and hopefully we can see more watch-alongs because they are great. And thank you for answering the questions. Alfie, you're an absolute gentleman and a scholar. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words. That is really kind of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're a legend. Someone predicting a 1-1 here, and Talbot, Finglas, legend. How do you, the lads, decide who's going to which game for media? Socko's actually in with this game for extra time. So he's writing an article for them. He got in with them, a pass with them, but to be honest, he's the only one who can actually drive. So that's why he can get in and out of the games easily enough. So he usually goes to the games. Applied for my test, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get that sorted, and I can start driving to games as well, which would be class. We can maybe start doing 2 games on weekends and stuff. But yeah, usually Socko is the man. Sometimes if he goes to a game with extra time and I go, with LOI Fan TV Pass, we can go together and stuff, which is handy. But yeah, he's doing bits with extra time, which is great as well. "81 minutes played here. Big 9 minutes. Bows have the ball deep in the Rovers half at the moment. Ross Tierney getting past Pico Lopez. Pico Lopez is able to slide tackle it out for a Bows corner. It's a good how did Bows approach this today? It's a bit too early to be thinking of taking this to the corner, but you don't want to commit too many men forward. Whip it in anyway, but don't commit too many into the box is what you would say. Ali Coote goes over to take the corner kick, and he's signalling for somebody else to come take it. And they've committed. Georgie Kelly's in the box, Cornwall's in the box, I think, or is it Feely? That's Feely, is it? Kieran Kelly is in the box. There's 5 or 6 in the box. Tyreek Wilson delivers, headed clear, and this is where you want to be careful if your Bows on this counter attack. It's obviously lofted back into the box. Alan Manis can claim. A little bit dodgy there. Thanks for commentating, bro. No worries. Hope I'm doing a good job. What's the game been like for Bows, and how have they played? First half, Rovers were probably the better side, but Bows probably been on top second half, and the goal they got, they took. They haven't had a lot of chances, Bows, to be honest, but the goal they got was beautifully taken from Georgie Kelly. Fantastic strike, and yeah, this is the difference between the two sides is that Rory Gaffney didn't take his chances, and Georgie Kelly took the one that he got. A man in fine form and full of confidence took the chance that he got. Dublin is red and black, and Shamrock, come on, boys. So plenty of people hoping for the results to go either way. Keith Ward is on. I didn't actually see that. Keith Ward is on. Bit of experience. That's what you want. Bit of experienced head. Derry City and Sligo are 1-1. Didn't even see that. Update that. That's a disappointing one for Sligo because they obviously lost to Pats there on Friday. We would have been hoping to get back to winning ways tonight. Pats have gone 4-1 up against the Finn Harps as well. I need one more goal for €600. Wow. Is that in what goal do you need? Let me know. I'll be very intrigued to see. Thanks, Ross. Just want to know what's your opinion on Declan Rice and Jack Grealish. Actually, interesting because Jack Grealish, I'm not sure if anyone saw the interview, he came out and talked about playing for Ireland and stuff, and that he really loved playing his time with Ireland, really loved playing for them and stuff, but he always felt like England was his home and stuff like that. And I think the Jack Grealish one is probably easier to take and probably less of a big playing your underage football is a little bit different. I think Declan Rice, he played 3 international senior caps, and he took them off a committed Irishman. Like that doesn't sit right with me at all, to be honest. So Declan Rice one is definitely considered more of a, what if you want to call him, a snake than Jack Grealish, I would say. Yeah, Declan Rice, you feel like probably just use us to get international experience or something. So yeah. Tricky one. But I think it's time to move on at this stage from them. Everyone's had their say, and it's just time to move on and focus on our future, I think. Plenty of exciting prospects coming through. One goal, Shamrock, please. This guy is gagging for a Shamrock Rovers goal. I believe Bows are bringing on a defender. Rob Cornwall comes off. I think it's James Finnerty coming on. Longford Town have a red card. Michael McDonald been sent off against Waterford. Yes, Rob Cornwall's coming off, and James Finnerty comes on to replace him for Bows. Like for like, 2 centre backs. Shamrock Rovers not threatening an awful lot, to be honest. Not threatening an awful lot, and Bows have actually been able to keep the ball relatively easily. Not long left now as well. Keith Ward on just to kill it a bit. Belgium have gone in front now, it looks like. For this game, 1.5 but I done a few score predictions on Friday's game, so that's how the money's up to. Wow, fair play. So you need an equaliser in this game or a second goal for somebody in this game and you win the money. That would be very, very nice. €600. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. That'd be unbelievable. Georgie Kelly is an upgraded man, Drew. Listen, fairly different positions, but yeah, sure. From a Bohs perspective, Lucas Hardrecki with the own goal for Finland. Lukaku will use the score. Come on. Wouldn't mind a Lukaku goal there. Liam Scales clips it forward. Gaffney to Mandrew. Aaron Green. Graham Burke, no chance they're getting through here. They don't look very fluid or not much cohesion in the Shamrock Rovers play, to be honest. So struggling to find a breakthrough, struggling to get through this Rovers or to get through this Bohs kind of midfield defensive area. They're looking very, very solid. Mandrew dropping really deep into his own half to get the ball. Tries to come forward with it. Ronan Finn playing deep as well. For the Ireland team, I had to red jersey. I never knew Rovers had so many fans. Fair play to them. Gary O'Neill looks up and Pico Lopez, who's been quite good today. Pico Lopez, he's never bad though, is he? He's always very, very good. Mandrew lofts it forward to absolutely nobody, and it will run out for a Bohemians goal kick. Mandrew has been very, very quiet in this game, in fairness. Hasn't showed up at all, to be honest. Has not showed up in this game whatsoever, Mandrew. Hasn't really done anything of note. Thank you for the stream. It helps non-Irish fans to follow the league. Thank you so much for your comment, Ben. Thank you for tuning in. It really means a lot. And yeah, if anything we can do, anything, if this stream helps, it's great to hear that stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world. Thank you so much. We are down to the last minute. We are coming up to 89 now. Bohemians 1, Shamrock Rovers 0, and there's very little time remaining. I'm actually not sure how much we're talking in terms of extra time here. I can't imagine it'll be very long. Maybe three or four. There hasn't been that many stopping. Hasn't been that much stopping and starting though, so I can't imagine it being that long. Georgie Kelly, possible chance? No, free kick for Rovers. Shamrock, what the F happening to ya? Me and the lads have a Euros League, and if Lukaku scores, I go first. Nice Lukaku. I was banking on him to score in this one, to be honest. I have him down as my top goal scorer in the Euros, and I was hoping he might get one or two in this game to bring him up to what he's at. Hey, he scored 2, isn't it, so far? So yeah, what's the Schick is on 3, Ronaldo's on 3. So yeah, Lukaku, I was hoping he'd score a couple in against Finland. I was thinking he would. So I'm disappointed to see that he hasn't, to be honest. Finland, you think he'll have to go for it. Maybe he might nick one. 90 minutes played at Dalymount Park. Not sure how long we're talking in terms of added time just yet. But Bo's looking very, very comfortable. Thanks from Paris, bro. Appreciate it, Teddy. Thank you for leaving the comments and for tuning in. It means the world. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes of added time. F Shamrock, says Lucas Fernandez, not a very happy camper. Denmark go 3-1 up against Russia as well. Andreas Christensen with the goal. Drogheda and Dundalk is over. Dundalk have won 1-0. Vinnie Pert with his first win since returning to the job. Ross Tierney does beautifully to get away. So effortless with the ball, it looks like, but Pico Lopez does really well. Tierney did really well to keep a hold of it there, actually. And a chance for Bohs, possibly. Looks like a bit of a 4-on-4 here, but he's going to go to the corner, Feely, try and win a free kick, corner throw in, something just to kill a minute. Doing well to hold it up, but Scales did well to tackle him without fouling him. Mandrew blasted forward, but straight to Bohemians, back to Bohemians, and Keith Buckley can clean up. Mandrew's been poor. He's been poor in his return to first game in Dalymount in a green and white shirt, and he hasn't impressed at all, to be honest. I didn't say he lets him down, but he hasn't really let him down. But he's been poor, in fairness. Ali Coote looks wide to Tierney, just overhit the cross, but Georgie Kelly can get on the end of it and just hold it up. Goes back to Keith Ward. Bows have played this superbly just to kind of see this game out, and they might as well blow the whistle now, because I don't think Rovers are scoring here. That could come back to bite me, but I don't see Rovers scoring at all. They just haven't created much at all. Is that a free kick? Paul, that's a free kick, surely. Referee gives a free out. I thought that looked like a free in, to be honest. Went through the bar as a throw in. He's given the throw in. Looked like a free in for Bows. That's a strange decision. Bradley's wearing chinos. Any fans in the stadium? There is, I think there's 100 or 200 or something. Yeah, it's a shame. It's usually class atmospheres at these games. Connor Livingston will come on for Bohemians just to kill the last minute or two. Was it a good game overall? Was not much in it except for the Bows goal. Yeah, it wasn't an awful lot of chances created. I think Rovers had a couple of, as I mentioned, had a couple of great chances in the first half. Rory Gaffney and Talbot made one really, really good save. But apart from that, and yeah, the one chance Bows had, there hasn't been much created from either side, to be honest. So it hasn't been a great spectacle, but been quite scrappy at times. But Rovers, when they've been chasing this goal now, haven't created anything. I think Talbot made one decent save, but it was offside, I think, as well. One good double save. Ball into the box here from Rovers, and Talbot can claim it easy enough, and that might just do it. A minute left to play. But yeah, it wasn't the best of games. We were talking to Socko there at half time, and he was saying it was a good atmosphere. Just what you can make of it. It's what you can make of it, really, with the 100 or so people in it. Oh, love these comments. They're so funny. Yeah, it doesn't looks like it's not going to come off for you, buddy, unfortunately. Apologies. Lukaku has scored for Belgium. Get in. Huge, massive. He's a goal machine. Maybe one last chance for Shamrock Rovers. Danny Mandrew lofts it forward towards Finn, headed, and Livingston can just punt it up the pitch. 10 seconds left. Lana Manis is going to look to get it. Goes short to Sean Hoare. They have to get this up the pitch ASAP. Sean Hoare just lofts it in. Need to win this header. Falls down, and they can just hook it away clearly, Bows. Keith Ward. No. Thought he might have been in for a second. Bows can break here with Rory Feely. Danny Mandrews chasing him, but Rory Feely happy enough just to go to the corner and hold it up, and that's all she wrote. I think that'll do it. What is it, a corner? Full time at Dalymount Park. Bohemians 1, Shamrock Rovers 0. A massive win for Bows. Huge, and to come off the win against Drogheda on Friday and to win this one, huge result, and it's a massive one. Obviously, they didn't probably play as well as they did on Friday, but it's a massive result. I think we will be going live at 10 o'clock, possibly, for a post-match reaction stream with a couple of supporters. But a huge result for Bohemians as they beat league leaders Shamrock Rovers in the Dublin Derby by a goal to 0. Georgie Kelly, the goal scorer. And what a goal it was. Took it absolutely beautifully on the turn. Make sure to join us at 10 o'clock, guys, as well. And if you did enjoy the stream, guys, please do drop a like on it. It means the world to us, and do subscribe if you are new around here for this kind of content as well. Really appreciate it, guys. But yeah, Bohemians 1, Shamrock Rovers 0. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Alex, it's happened again. Happy days. Well done, Bows. Great result. Long may it continue. Sana Walia, all have a good night. What a night for Bohemians. Mon the feckin' Bows. Get in. Then he's delighted. There's probably a better atmosphere down there than there is in the Etihad, probably, yeah. It's happened again. 3 defeats in 17 games for Shamrock Rovers. That is, considering they had 0 last season. in 18 as well. A little bit of a decline, but obviously can't keep up that. But a huge win for Bohs in front of the home fans, who are absolutely delighted with that one. A massive win for Bohemians. And we will be going live at 10 o'clock, so make sure to come back. We'll have a Bohs fan and a Rovers fan, so that should be interesting. Denmark. Someone saying Denmark, yes, I think they're going to finish second in the group. Hopefully Rovers can bounce back next week. They are a top side. They are a very good side, in fairness. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. It really does mean the world to us. Thank you so much. And please, if you can, drop a like on it down below. It does mean an awful lot. And if you can subscribe, that'll be absolutely fantastic. We do have a stream at 10 o'clock, a post-match reaction stream. So make sure to join us there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. See you in 20 minutes.